you in the land of the living to do just that. God bless you all. Thank you for coming to support Prince Ali World Peace. Come on up, sir. Prince Ali World Peace.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا. I start with the name of God, who is the most merciful. I start with the name of God, who is the most high. And that's what we are here for today. And we should thank our God for being here as a human together. In every different race, color, and nation. Human rights is one of the biggest subjects in this world. People are dying every day around the corners in each countries or each streets. Who's there for it? We must do something about this today. We always speak, we always come to this gathering, beautiful gatherings, but when we walk out, like we change our clothes, most of us just do the same thing. And just the emotion here, and tomorrow is everything is gone. Showing the programs, every one of you guys, I want to thank every one of you guys being for this program. This is not my program. This is your program. Because this is needs for every our kids, our future, our children who exist on this planet. For us to be here today is just one reason. To help humanity, to help each other. And that's what the world needs to be, where it's supposed to be. I think today, one of the reasons we're speaking about doing this project for the doctors, creating this project for the doctors, which is called Operation Doctors for Afghanistan. This is not as going to be as small as somebody could possibly think, because this is a project that we know how to take it to the next level. But the needs of the right people, honest, integrity people, who they have a good vision for human rights. And that's the only people who would like to welcome them to be part of this type of projects. Because it isn't about just name dropping money, poverty, and different things. This is a project that we really should get down and help these people, because everybody needs help. Why am I speaking today about Afghanistan? Last 7-8 years I've been working in the United States with the leaderships. Been creating different programs in Mexico, Israel, Pakistan, etc. places. I have worked with many programs behind the scene. And today, I'm announcing this because right now, for being here today, Afghanistan desperately needs help. Somebody here in this room a few years ago told me this: forget about America. We have a lot of great people helping the United States. You gotta help your country. And that's one of the reasons I went down to Afghanistan and stayed there for 2 years of my life and didn't come back. So for me, that's a zero ground here, where I built, where I learned, where I become educated. And I appreciate this country. But at the same time, as a U.S. citizen, Afghan citizen, I have the right to speak about both countries. I have the right to speak about both countries. Why? Because I'm part of these two countries. I pay tax in both countries. That's why we have the right to speak about it, right? So today is the topics about world needs. Building hospital. Why we're building hospitals in Afghanistan? Why we're taking a target? Because right now Afghanistan is the target country. Desperately needs help. Afghanistan, a country who's been through wars for many, many years, but today this country is still been suffering with millions and billions goes there. Why? Why can we not bring this change today? Everywhere else can be brought change, but not in Afghanistan. Why? Every great nations, politicians, humanitarians, and businessmen are right now in Afghanistan. Because we have the greatest projects. We have the greatest products in Afghanistan beside anything. We have lithium, we have chromite, we have mining, we have gold, we have gas, we have oil. But none of them could be distributed out to the world. Why? Because of the war. And unfortunately, it's so sad that every other country is using their brain and knowledge and power making money. In Afghanistan, we are killing our brothers in making money. I think enough is enough. We have done this enough, damage enough. This country has been hurt for so long. from Russia, from different countries, England, everybody has taken advantage of that country. Today we have the greatest countries, the United States, out there. We need their support the right way today. We need to bring the voices of civilians of Afghanistan today out there. Not just the people who are just the leaders. Not the one who has money and make money. We're not against them. But who is there to really support these civilians? Who dies in Afghanistan? The civilians. They don't have food. They don't have homes. The reason is I become passionate about this program. When I was in Afghanistan, I was in one of the biggest hospitals, which belongs to the government. 7-year-old kid was sick, and I went to visit him like an angel. He had a broken nose. I just went up to say hi, give him a hug, because his father is my friend. When I went to the hospital, I saw that when I read his chart, he has bleeding on his brain. I'm like, why this is going on? When I'm going in this big hospital, the patient is laying down on the floor. I'm not a doctor. What happened is when they put him down, he was bleeding. The blood went to his brain, so he basically couldn't survive from this. A day later, he died, just because of broken nose. And look at every report and research, and I'll show it to you guys. Billions of dollars are spent in Afghanistan for doctors' programs. If anyone could go in Afghanistan and show me what good hospital, then he could call me for it. When I come back here doing a different humanitarian and political programs, I ran into these doctors. And they said something. I said, I'm honored to be doing this. Actually, this is what I want to take up. And Dr. Cupertini is the one actually helping behind. And I will promise you, standing up like this, we all stand up. Next month, next day, it's going to be worldwide. We wanted to see how many people we have. We started something, the greatest people like you guys. But we have to grow it like everybody else is in the nation. That's why we have to go to the right way of, maybe we need to be more towards media. We have to do this, we'll do that. But today this world needs our help. Afghanistan, why I'm just keep talking about Afghanistan right now? Because the last 10 years, $60 billion been spent in Afghanistan. It was Americans' money. And right now, the US troops are coming out. $16 billion been given till 2016 in Afghanistan. For support of who? Where is the money? Who is getting actually support in Afghanistan? These are the questions could be raised. And not to go further down, we were speaking with the senator the other day, for how long we just going to keep supporting the war in Afghanistan. Right now a new program is going to pass, which is doctor sent it to me, $700 million of American tax write-off goes to Afghanistan to just go for the airplanes, for Air Force. Why? Is any Americans are asking why these things are happening to them? We're not against government. If they don't know better, let's find out better what's right and wrong. You're going out there, these laundries, there's nothing exists the right way in Afghanistan. Over $1 trillion has been spent in Afghanistan, ladies and gentlemen, with the proofs. Where is these monies? Who has taken these monies? Inside and out, we know who. But we're not calling on anybody. We're here today to help human rights. But we're asking the human rights voice to be raised up and bring it up an issue for us. Why these things are happening, why these humans are not standing behind us. Why we're not supporting these programs. Why we're just keep talking and not really being there behind it. People are afraid to talk in front of government because of their status. People are afraid to talk about these things because they might get in danger. But no one of you guys are better than Martin Luther King. Or these people who they stood up, they're all like you, as a human being, but just take a step up above us. And that's what they did. They changed the world for you guys. For us to have a better nation today. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
So we have to be, each one of us a leader out there today, is stand up for our own rights, for God's sake. For how long we'll keep watching these things are happening? Los Angeles City is becoming destroying city. A car cannot be on the street for a minute. Business, because the economy is down. Why the economy is down? Is anyone have you been looked at? Why? Why these billions are going to be still in Afghanistan and other countries and not get anything out of it? Who takes advantage of these things? The civilian, average people in the United States or Afghanistan? No. Neither one of them does. Who does it? People in the higher position. We respect it, but enough is enough. The voice needs to go up there, ladies and gentlemen. We have to stand behind these programs, because if you're helping these Afghan kids, you're helping your kids here. The future of the war is coming because of killing each other. Unfortunately, in Afghanistan, like I said, we kill our own brothers because of money, because they've been trained out right now. But there is nothing great in Afghanistan. We're creating these hospitals in Afghanistan the right way to actually bring a better vision of human rights, a better vision that people will see there is people actually care. We want to put these programs online out. We just don't want to do a program to just be sitting like everybody else does. We are not a non-profit organization want to do this things, raise money. Money's there, the funds are there. Who's going to take that $1.8 billion and do this program? Everybody in every project you do in the United States, how much money is behind it? How much am I going to make out of this? Someone like Celebrity Center, they come and support what we do. They think, oh, they're doing this because they want to take advantage of you as a human being. But that is not right. If anybody's there for human rights, we got to stand and be part of each other, because they're not arming. So these programs are for how long been going on, and now today is a time for us to call it. In Afghanistan, we have election. Now we're going to have the same problem again. Who's hurting the United States? Because the $1 billion that's spent in Afghanistan right now, who's going to bring this back? If you guys don't stand for the right of this and help these communities, nobody does. If you guys really look at inside research, it's a different program as what you guys see on the news. But we must do something about this. The United States government, most of them are really care for Afghanistan. But unfortunately, there's people there belongs to the corruption, and they take advantage of it. We keep doing this every day. We're sometimes tired of this. How much money is there for me to come and do something for your organization? Because that's how they've been trained, because that's how they make money. In charity, in God's vision, God never told you to make money off of human rights and bloods of human. God comes out there for you for one good reason, to help your human rights, to help your other humans. That's what we've been living out here in this world. That's who we are for today. But what do we do out here today? We take advantage of these charity events. Non-profits make money off of that. Millions and billions of dollars has been making. I'm not even speaking anywhere else right now, just in Afghanistan. Why? We need help and support in that vision. I'm the founder of Victim of War Children's. Most people don't know that when she was showing a program. I've been helping over 10 years for this program out about behind the scene. But these type of programs exist. Let's talk about logistic paperwork. Where this money goes? Who takes these monies? Why these things are happening, keep happening like this? Why does Nahid is sitting there, I would like to take my small organization, keep growing it, because I cannot trust people. But we must have to fight for this, to trust people and bring them on the board, to not keep it that small, because your life, your value worth a lot more than that. You're a leader yourself to do this. We gotta take it up to the next level. And pretty much when we speak about so much of these rights, so much of this interrogation, what happens in different countries, is speaking about Afghanistan is not Afghanistan. Afghanistan is almost the 51st state of America. America is already signed with Afghanistan by law, United Nations law. So we know how to speak about the truth. The truth is, we have to stand behind each other. Businessmen goes out there and do business. These are not average business, over $1 trillion businesses out there right now. But what you see on the news is a different story. All we see killing people, showing the gentleman yesterday, oh my God, I'm not going to go to Afghanistan because Afghanistan is a war country and I cannot go there because I'll be killed the next day because what I hear in the news. But we are there on the zero ground every day right now. And so do you. We will take you there and you will see what's right and wrong yourself. The blockers are there, we call it the blockers. That's a good way. But enough is enough to do business in Afghanistan by killing people. Do your business, but do not please do business with blood of humans. With those kids are dying, for God's sake, don't make money off of it. That's very bad. Enough is enough. We have to oversee this and help the country right now, for God's sake. because those kids are belong as a human, like human rights program shows this. And I want to talk about human rights, because that's one of the subjects as a World Peace Ambassador. I've been always speaking about this. And this human rights is the biggest subject of the world. It is not about being black, white, Mexican, this and that. It's all about one thing. I always say that, blood is red. When I say blood is red, if you're a doctor here sitting here, let me know if you could just translate this blood is red and you could find a different color of human when I give you a blood. I don't think you can do that. It doesn't show your face and color on that, right? So it means God created you as a one human being. If God created you as a black, white, Mexican, this, Muslim, Jewish, but let God handle that. Us as a human, we have to respect each other's religion. As a human, we have to respect each other as a brother and sisters. As in a religion person, we have to give and take and support each other for who we are. Not to discriminate who is Jewish, who is Catholic, who is white, who is black, who is Muslim, who is none, or anything of these things. If you put 20 kids in this room right now, what are you going to see out here today? None of them is going to talk about who's black, white, Mexican, or Muslim. They're all going to have fun and enjoy their life. What we have, this is a time for us to give that back to these kids. Give it out to them, because if we lost it, please don't let them lose. Let them lose in a better lifestyle, because they deserve it. Not only few of us deserve it. These civilians, these people really deserve to come and give help. Afghanistan is another thing, is about rehabilitation. Drug abuse. 90% of the world drug right now comes from Afghanistan. Since when? You guys count it and look at the history. Why Afghanistan become the #1 drug sellers right now in the world? Why it wasn't before? Are we looking at this deep stuff? Why? Take a look at these reports. Why? All of a sudden Afghanistan becoming everything #1. We just really have to look at the reality of things. If those drugs are coming to the United States, guess who's dying? Your kids are dying. These people are working on a rehabilitation program. I believe what Mr. Travolta is doing, a program that I mentioned to me about the drug scenes in here. So why? I cannot be part of this. We are the biggest part for this program. We're supposed to be in the front line with this program. Why? Because we know how to solve it. It is not about money. It's about how to execute a plan and make it happen. It's about leadership. It's about power, how to bring these changes. It isn't just about an organization get together and put something on the nature of TV and do these programs and show it out to the world, we've done this. But in actuality, there is not much left on the zero ground. There is so much of these things can be done, and we could work on the different levels. But I would like and thank every one of you guys for your support, and stay with Dr. Cupertini, because I'm leaving back to Afghanistan. These type of programs not gonna stop. Your support could take this out worldwide. One phone call away Washington, the next thing is Mr. Governor is involved, the next thing is so many other people are involved in the Congress. We already spoken, but we need the right humans to be part of this. We want the new people to be part of these teams, so we could not make a mistake. We could move it smoothly, and we all could be proud when we go to Afghanistan, different countries, we really help these kids. Another program Dr. Reed was talking about that. I said, doctor, I don't need anything from you. If you just go to Afghanistan, treat 10 child one day, that's a blast for them. That's all we need. Most of the doctors can be afraid because they have to give money, like other foundations. We're not asking for that. We're just asking your human rights, your health as a human. Your kindness, your heart, nothing else. Your passion is what we need to be given. If I keep speaking about these all different programs, different things, so much going on, so much chaos, I'm not here to make everyone cry. But we just have to really help each other out. Today is the day. We could call it to the next level. We could take it out to the next level of this world. We can make this thing happen. It isn't about just this small room here saying, we all of us, this voice could really go out to the world if we wanted to.